Good evening, Sydney. This is 𝐅𝐫𝐸𝐵 from Radio Sydney. I'm sorry, this is 𝐻𝐿𝐴𝐻𝐿𝐴𝐻 Halewadi actually. Folks, I am here in Halewadi today, a small town in Kolhapur district of Maharashtra state, India. I have come to Vikas Khavre's house. He has done his schooling, primary school in this small town. From 1st standard to 7th standard, he studied here. And the schools were not actually schools, I mean in terms of building, but the classes were all held in temples like the 𝐽𝐫𝐸𝐻 temple and the Lakshmi temple and places like this. I will take you to all those places. Now let's see his house first. I'll take you inside the house. Actually, his siblings, meaning the elder brother and the younger brother, they all out of this place for work. They are not staying in Halewadi anymore. And his sisters too. His elder brother Ganpat was working with BST and has now retired. So now this house is kind of vacant. So they have given this house for a library. There are a lot of books, there are a lot of periodicals which children, students, elders, they all come here in the morning, in the evening, in the afternoon, whenever they have time and read stuff. It's such a noble gesture, that you convert your house into a library, a public library. Thanks to Khavre's, thanks for all they have been doing to this small town. Ladies and gentlemen, I find a lot of his classmates who studied with him from 1st standard to 7th standard, they have all come here to say hello to Vikas. They are Jalandhar. So let's talk to them.
मी प्रभाकर कृष्णा साळुंखे, जालिंदर खवरे आणि मी दोघेही लहानपणापासून म्हणजे 1ली ते 10वी पर्यंत म्हणजे क्लासमेट म्हणून आम्ही होतो.
पण कृष्णा पाटील 1ली ते 10वी पर्यंत आम्ही एकत्र होतो.
आम्ही बिपिक खवरे जालिंदरची तब्येत सगळे चांगले आहे ना, व्यवस्थित आहे ना.
Now, fortunately, his elder brother Ganpat Rao also is here. He would like to say a lot about his younger brother.
मी जालंधरचा मोठा भाऊ दादा. तर आमचं लहानपण या घरात आणि या गावात गेलेलं आहे, त्यामुळे लहानपणीच्या सगळ्या गोष्टी आठवतात. जालंधर सुरुवातीपासूनच फार खेळकर, खट्या आणि खोड्या करणारा असा होता.
So that was all about his classmates and his elder brother. So many memories. Those all his friends have got so much emotional. Actually, I could see, they were speechless kind of. Now let me take you to the places where he studied. Actually, his school buildings. Now this is actually Lakshmi temple. During those days, maybe 50 years ago, there weren't school buildings here. So you had to resort to temples for your classroom teaching. Vikas, actually, his class from 1st to 7th was held in this small temple. Now let me take you to another school building where this was actually formerly a 𝐽𝐫𝐸𝐻 temple. Now what you see here behind me is a fairly good structure. Actually, this wasn't like this during those days, 50 years ago. Now it's in a better shape. This is the place where he shifted from Lakshmi temple to 𝐽𝐫𝐸𝐻 temple, and this is the place where former primary schooling was done. Now friends, I will show you a small typical structure in a village. This is actually a well constructed by Maharaja of Kolhapur. During those days, maybe 50, 60, 70 years ago, every village had scarcity of water. Now that is not the story. You have irrigation, water supply systems, and there is no problem. But those days, during summer times especially, water scarcity was always there. To provide water for them, the rulers of that princely state would make provision for drinking water by digging wells and constructing them. You can see the structure is still immaculate. This well is almost 100 years old, more than 100 years old, but you can see every structure is intact. And what was happening is, since this was the only source of water, drinking water, everybody would be in queue during the summer times, and the Khavre family, especially Vikas and his elder brother Ganpatrao, maybe his parents, would come and queue up, and many times it would happen that your number comes sometimes in the midnight, and at 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock in the midnight, you have to come to the well and fetch 2-3 pitchers of water. It was a lot of hardship actually. Water irrigation systems and water supply, that is not an issue anymore. After completion of his primary schooling at Halewadi, that is from 1st to 7th standard, there wasn't any school after that in Halewadi, so he had to go to a nearby village, actually a little bigger village called Uttur, where he did his 8th standard. From there, he was fortunate enough to go to a taluka place. That too was a small place called 𝐼𝐧𝐝𝐢𝐻. And there at 𝐼𝐧𝐝 High School, he did his 8th, 9th and 12th standard. He decided to go to Government Engineering College, Karad, and we were together there at that college. He could get admission to VJTI, Mumbai, for BE production course. That is a place where we actually met. Amongst you is Shashank Shende and Rajeshri. They are together here. Hi Shashank, hi Rajeshri. How are you doing, guys? So that is where we all came together, and from there there is no looking back. We had a wonderful time in Mumbai. We were all together at VJTI, and from there myself and Vikas, we both got into Larsen & Toubro. He continued working at Powai, and from there one day he decided that he's going to go to Australia. That's how he's in Sydney now. Folks, in everybody's lives, funny things take place. Not everybody knows about it. I would, they're pretty interesting also. One is about if you watch Vikas, he has one of his elbows a little bit twisted. The story runs like this. When he was a kid, he was supposed to take cattle for rearing, buffaloes, and that was his job, cattle rearing. And one day when when you leave alone the buffaloes to do their job of eating grass, you have nothing to do. So these guys, all the boys who were rearing cattle would be devising some games. And in India, especially in our part of India, there's a game where one guy has to bend down, catch his fingers, and so the other guys can jump one after another. That is how you play. And what happened is, the fellow who was bending saw his buffalo entering a field, and it was trying to eat crops. So he got panicky, and he kind of straightened up, saying that, oh, that buffalo enters the field. And at the same time, Vikas was trying to jump over him, and he kind of lifted him up and threw him on the ground, and he fell on his elbow, and that is why he has a twisted elbow. So funny stories there. One more, I should be talking something about, I've been talking about Vikas all the time. I have to talk about Kavita also. कभी-कभी हमको समझ में नहीं आता है, साला ये इतने अच्छे लड़के को कैसे पटाया है. Such a good-looking girl, and this fellow bring such a shy chap. In closed circuits, we know this, what happened exactly. It seems he met her somewhere, and then he thought, probably this is the girl for me. And Mumbai, as you know, is a very crowded place. You can't date a girl, meaning if you date a girl, you don't know where to take her, because there are hardly any secluded places. You go to gardens, there is somebody following you, go wherever you want. There are problems. So Vikas, being very ingenious, what he used to do is, Mumbai has these double-decker buses. What he would do is buy 2 tickets and go and sit in the front along with Kavita, the first bench of the upper deck. So complete privacy, nobody is looking at you. You can do as much chatting as you want. You have to just keep on buying tickets to and fro from the first stop to the last stop. And probably there itself, things worked out well. And what a wonderful couple you have, Kavita and Vikas. God bless you guys. So ladies and gentlemen, such is the classical story of a small town boy making it big with sheer competitiveness, hard work and enterprise. It's the story of grit and perseverance. It's a story of commitment and hope. It's a story of humility and being human. I now present to you this Halewadi, our Jalandhar and your Vikas Khavare. Thanks to all of you and good night, Sydney.